Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with a 2024 Panini Prizm Retail Football Break. 10 boxes, half case from a fresh case. This is Pick Your Team 1. And if you follow the instructions, you got a chance at the Commanders. And no vet common ship. Big thanks to this group for making it happen. Thank you. So if you have an even number of teams, half that number becomes entry. So let's alphabetize by your first names. So Adam has 6 teams. That's 3 entries. Darren has 2 teams. That's an entry. Dylan has 2 teams. That's an entry. George has 5, but for the purpose of the promo, 4 teams, 2 entries. James, 2 teams, an entry. John, 2 teams, an entry. Michael, 2 teams, an entry. Double last spot Mojo. Nicholas, 2 teams, an entry. Richard has 5 teams, again for the purpose of the promo. 4 teams, that's still 2 entries. This is all for a shot at the Commanders. So let's see if I got everybody here. I got Adams 3. Check. No Alan, no Christopher. Yes, Darren. Yes, Dylan. Yes, George. James, John, Michael, Nicholas, Richard. All right, so that's pretty good odds. It's only 13 spots. One spot out of the 13 are going to get the Commanders in this half case break. Let's roll it, randomize it. 3 and a 2, 5 times. Name on top. Washington Commanders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th and final time. It is John. After 5, congrats to you. You've got the Commanders in this half case break. Good luck. Let's hope for a big stack of Jaden Daniels cards going your way. Second half is in the store, so go check it out, JaspysCaseBreaks.com. Now, let's take this case here. The listing is gone. Oh, you know what I did, Jeremy? I probably accidentally took down. It's exactly what I did. I put break 2 in draft mode. I meant to put break 1 in draft mode. So that should now be corrected if you want to double check for me here. All right. So there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. We'll go 1, 2, 3 for the left side and 4, 5, 6 for the right side. And it's 6. So that'll be the right side. So left side, which is Pick Your Team 2. So we'll put a bunch of, we'll put those squiggly marks with the Sharpie right on the box so we know that they're from the same case. With a little luck, could we run this back tonight? That'd be awesome. This did sell out fairly quickly. All right. Good luck, everybody. Away we go. All right, so we're looking for all this stuff: black and white checker prisms, silvers. Obviously, we want to look for rookies, right? For all of those, the top quarterbacks, basically, and maybe the occasional. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find the occasional autograph in here as well. I don't think they're 1 per box, right? I think they are possible though. Here's another quick look at the list. So thanks everybody for spending a bit of your St. Patrick's Day with me. Thank you. Looks like the Kings are not going to overcome a 2-goal deficit in under 2 seconds. It's official. The Wild beat the Kings 3-1. So let's flip over to Spurs at Lakers. They should be tipping off soon. I think the only bit of recent NFL news has just been, I guess, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase being signed to big contracts, so keeping Joe Burrow happy. As long as they keep Joe Burrow upright as well, and they work on that defense, maybe we'll see. We'll see the Bengals. I mean, that could be. I don't think anyone would want to see the Bengals in the playoffs. They snuck in with a wild card spot with that offense, but it's like they're going to run it back. That'd be good for the hobby if we see Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl again. A lot of packs. That's why this break's going to take a little bit, so sit back and relax. All right. First box, away we go. Good luck. So these green ices are exclusive. So these are the vet commons, right? Those aren't gonna. No, those are not gonna ship. Obviously, rookie cards are gonna ship. Kid reporters will not ship. All right, but this Jamar Chase green ice, of course, will ship. These are not numbered though. Obviously, these inserts will ship. Nice. Here's a good start right here. Drake May, black and white checker. John with the Patriots. There we go. I guess those coaches' cards will ship.
Has been fantastic. The last few games, guys, ended in March. Big game. He's averaging 22 points per game, shooting 39% from 3, and he's coming off a couple of heaters.
I just think he's one of the most improved players in the league. Elevated himself to.
There's a base Jaden Daniels and a JJ McCarthy. Green ice. Portal green ice. That's going to go to Adam and the Vikings. And here's a base Jaden Daniels. It's going to go to John and the Commanders. There's John right there. Nice start. First of many, I hope. It's always the plan. Obviously, that's a silver, so that will ship. All right, good start. Another box. Box 2 of 10. Yeah, there's Allen. Yeah, Allen has a Giants. Definitely a Malik Neighbors hunt. Maybe in that black and white checker pattern. I'd imagine there's probably, maybe low numbered cards lurking in here somewhere too. trying to think, what team do you think has improved the most in free agency pre-draft? You know, there's been a lot of changes. I mean, how many of those were just lateral changes? Just kind of filling in pieces that they lost? Or how many teams actually moved forward and improved?
Downtown Los Angeles, 65 years in Southern California now. For the Lakers, they take on the Spurs here tonight. Here's the starting lineup. Boys, Jordan Goodwin played well. Didn't score really the other night or yesterday, shall I say, but still solidified in the starting lineup with a couple of injuries still. For the San Antonio Spurs, I mentioned, Wemby is gone for the year, so is De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Jordan Travis. There's a Roma Dunze. I guess teams like the Bears just improved their coaching staff. Maybe there's some defensive guys that are probably added that helped out a lot. I guess the Ravens added DeAndre Hopkins. Adding another former Titan. All right, next box. We got Lakers hosting the Spurs, about to tip off. Now Luka Doncic saying he's not quite comfortable yet, but he's getting there. Yeah, he's putting up the numbers, but there's definitely a little bit of rust. I think he's only played like not too many games this season. Definitely not too many games with the Lakers this season. 10 games, 12 games, something like that. Lakers slowly getting healthy. They got Jackson Hayes back. He definitely does make a difference in the front court for them. He's not like he's an elite big man, but he does have size, and I think he's about average. It's kind of what you need for a team that's surrounded by other playmakers. I think they're looking to get Hachimura back soon as well, and then the last piece would be LeBron. Hopefully they'll have another month or so to all play together, and see where they're at in the playoffs. All right, another box. There's a base Drake May for John. Here's a Michael Penix Jr. Green Ice Prismatic. You can see the ice pattern in the background. That's going to be for George and the Falcons. Because they're going to keep Kirk Cousins around. I think it's got to be Penix with the job.
That's deflected out of bounds. You know, they're 3.5 out of the play. Only 2 back of Phoenix, who we saw yesterday. What's going on with Phoenix? I mean, you look at the talent that they have, how they played yesterday.
Jonathan Brooks, black and white, is for Carolina. Fireworks, Baker Mayfield. All right. Another box.
Chris Paul knocks down the free throw. He is a 94% free throw shooter. I think that's a career high. That's about as automatic as you're going to get.
Second half of this Prizm retail case is in the store right now. JaspysCaseBreaks.com. If you missed out on your teams, don't miss out next time. Don't forget to buy at least 2 if you want to get an entry to get try to get the Commanders. All right, another box. Here we go. Here's a Malik Neighbors Prismatic. Green ice for you, Alan. Let's see who's going to throw him the ball. That's the that's what we need to see. Xavier Leggett, black and white checker. Gardner Minshew, backing up Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City. And there's our first J.J. McCarthy. That's going to be for Adam Pelly and the Vikings. I guess we're not quite decided what's going to happen over there. They've been linked to Aaron Rodgers. All right. Another box. All right. Another box. Yeah, it looks like this break is kind of sneaky long. We're already at the 21-minute mark, and we still have 6 more boxes to go. I know part of that earlier time was maybe doing the randomizer and all that, but probably have another 20 minutes to go after this box. 20, 25 minutes to go after this box. Now, I just see one order coming in here. Let's have it, you know, while we're doing this break, if you're not in this break, it might be a good time for you to check the website, jaspyscasebreaks.com, browse around and see if there's a, you know, see if there's a break that's interesting to you. Buy a spot or two and we can shout out that order a little bit after this break, and then we'll see what direction we want to go in. At baseball break, we have Topps Chrome Baseball Breakers Elite, a quick little 2-box break. One spot gets you 2 teams and a chance to win a couple of spots. I think that might be a good one to do. I know some people who are in this break are in that break as well, so they would, I'm sure they would love a little help. All right, away we go with another one. There's a Fireworks Green Ice Malik Neighbors. We got a Prizm break. Green Ice, Nico Collins. Dak Prescott, black and white. Got a Ricky Williams, black and white. CJ Stroud Fireworks Ice. Deebo Samuel. It'll be interesting to see how he does out in Washington. All right, we are halfway through this case. All right. Another 5 boxes to go.
Can I steal some?
Yeah, go for it. I don't know what you're stealing, but you can steal away. All right, another box.
down to the floor and picks up that foul and grabs that ankle as he gets back to his feet. So Nashville hit to the sideline. He's done for a while.
Lucas got undercut a little bit. And bumped his leg in an awkward way yesterday. But we're yeah, you still saw Steph when you're talking about that. Was probably done for the half. Good game's call. Extra boost. Like your local extra mile convenience store for first game.
All right, another box. Good luck, everybody. Blake Corum, green ice. Zay Flowers, silver. Chase Brown, black and white. And a Caleb Williams, prismatic ice. Bears, George from the Bears. There you go. That's the sort of stuff we want to see. I'll do a little recap at the end of those notable cards. And new Raiders quarterback Geno Smith back there. Pretty excited about that. I feel like the Raiders have not had, above average quarterback play since the peak Derek Carr years. Got a long ways to go. They got still got a lot of things to fix. They got to get a running back, maybe some more offensive line depth. Could use a #1 wide receiver, although they do have Brock Bowers. They could use another receiver. Some more depth along the defense, especially in the secondary. And then they got a hit in the draft as well. At least their first handful of picks, first few picks, first 3 picks, right? First 3 rounds you expect to be at least starters. First round, definitely a starter. If not a Pro Bowler. Maybe solid starters in second, third round. Something like that. Now I know that a corner or a big defensive tackle or something like that would be the wise choice for my Raiders. Thankfully, you don't have to reach for a quarterback, but I feel like if Ashton Genty's there, the running back, it's kind of hard not to get him. By all accounts, I don't know if, no one can't miss, right? But there's sort of like Saquon vibes there, where I think when Saquon was drafted, everyone's like, yeah, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to be amazing, and that's usually been the case. But, see, that's what I think, Terry. It would be hard to pass up on that. And then, that's why you pay a offensive line coach, right? You pay an offensive line coach to figure out how to scheme a weaker offensive line. We need a little depth too, but I'm not familiar with McCormick. Here's our first Bo Nix. Base Bo Nix, that's going to be for George in Denver.
Lakers come back out of the timeout with Vincent, Hayes, Doncic, Reeves, and Dorian Finney-Smith. The ball will belong to the purple.
But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. You know, get someone like Ashton Genty if he's available. If not, you know, obviously, I would just go best available offensive line or defense. The most NFL ready as possible. Maybe get a quarterback in the 4th or 5th round. Here's a Michael Penix Jr. Portals. Green ice. That'll be for George in Atlanta. Oh, Sincere McCormick, yes. I do. I just think... I just don't know how to evaluate last year. Because Zamir White was good the year before when Josh Jacobs was injured. And then guys like Sincere McCormick and Dylan Laub have shown flashes. So I don't know, is it the running backs or is it the offensive line? Or a little bit of both? Or was it just bad scheming and play calling? I mean, maybe it's a little bit of everything. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like now that we have a competent coaching staff, maybe if the I guess it depends on whatever the coaches think. The coaches obviously would know better than me. You know, whether it was the personnel, whether it was the offensive line, or whether it was the coaching, or a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? So if they have faith in those guys in the room already, you know, maybe you don't have to get a Genty. I think people are saying running back is a fairly deep class, even after Ashton Genty. So maybe you can upgrade a defensive back position, a defensive line position, safety, offensive line. So I guess we'll see. Well, yeah, once Gino, I've started seeing more mock drafts talking about possibly Ashton Genty falling to the Raiders. After they got Geno Smith, I feel like that started to be more and more of a possibility. I'm starting to hear more chatter about it. I mean, maybe it's just trying to connect dots, or maybe it's actually true. I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, I'm glad that the Raiders got Geno Smith, because now I don't think there is that sort of desperation to draft a quarterback. I think next year's draft allegedly is supposed to be a deeper quarterback class, so maybe you can just punt the quarterback conversation until after next season, or after this upcoming season. Geno's probably not going to be under contract for more than 3 or 4 years, so I would love to see a quarterback get drafted in the next season or two, marinate behind a pro like Geno Smith for a couple seasons, and then go from there. I think Pete Carroll is in some sort of he is old. I think he's somewhat in a win now mode if possible. But there could definitely be a QB that marinates. And then if a coaching change has to be made, you can be like, hey, here's that quarterback that marinated behind a pro like Geno Smith for the last couple years, who wants to take the reins from Pete Carroll and go from there, take us to the next level. Which would be awesome. Here's an emergent green ice Bo Nix, Denver. Will be for George. There's a base Jaden Daniels. It'd be for John and the Commanders. I don't watch a lot of college football. Just don't have enough hard drive space in my brain to do that. But Ashton Jeanty, I think, is from. It's from. It went to Idaho, I think. Boise State. Right. Which obviously. Anyway, just being on the West Coast, I do end up seeing more of those games. So I've actually have seen a little bit of Ashton Jeanty just kind of rip it up. Although I guess some people make the argument that Boise State generally doesn't see like a lot of top defenses, so maybe that inflates the numbers a little bit. But then again, I feel like true ball knowers are looking at like, well, look past the stats, just look how he is just physically, how he finds space, how he moves, all that sort of stuff. Just apparently all those X factors are all there. True ball knowers, right. Who are the true ball knowers? I'm talking first class ball knowers. I may be a second or third class ball knower, but Terry thinks it was raw for the Heisman. Let's see what Ashton Jeanty is all about. Born in early December 2003, an All-American for the Boise State Broncos. Won the Maxwell, the Doak Walker Award, was the Heisman Trophy runner-up. You know, led the NCAA Football Bowl subdivision, FBS, in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. He's the son of a U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer. Good, maybe some discipline there too. Growing up, first played football at Great Bridge Middle School in Chesapeake, Virginia. As a high school freshman at Naples Middle and High School, a school for military dependents near Naples, Italy. Well traveled. He was initially placed at quarterback before being moved to running back after 2 games. Playing against teams from other base schools throughout Europe, Jeanty ran for over 1,200 yards and scored 21 touchdowns in the team's 6-game season. I like that international experience there. You know, built some character living away from home, I think. Being a military brat. After that season, Jeanty told his parents, hey, I want to return to the U.S. to play high school football. He eventually attended Lone Star High School in Frisco, Texas, where he rushed for 1,800 yards with 41 touchdowns as a senior, and then he committed to Boise State to play college football. I guess he was anywhere from a 2-star recruit, according to Rivals. ESPN had him as a 3-star recruit, and 247 Sports had him at a 4-star recruit. So a little bit all over the place. Yeah, and then was there for a few seasons and put together a Heisman-worthy season last year. Personal life, he's a Christian. And looking to get into the NFL. All right, this is the penultimate box. Good luck. Second half in the store. Here's my guy Brock Bowers. I mean, look what Brock Bowers did with below average quarterbacks. What's he going to do with an above average quarterback? Can't wait. Jeanty, by the way, is Listed at 5'8", 211. I feel like that's a good stout running back size. Here's an emergent insert. Green Ice, Drake May, Adam Pelly, Vikings. Is it a deep wide receiver class this year, possibly? I feel like the Raiders can find some wide receiving talent later rounds. Here's a Fireworks, Green Ice, Michael Penix Jr. George and the Falcons. Now, Raiders have had such crappy drafts over the years. I mean, they've hit on a player or two, but teams that do well in drafts, like, you know, sometimes they still have their 5th, 6th rounders still working your practice squad, still, or whatever, you know, maybe rotational starters or something like that. The Raiders just don't have that depth. Here's a base Caleb Williams. So if, like, you know, they've been trying to fill up their roster with undrafted free agents, trying to hit on those, but if they can kind of up the quality a little bit there, that would be just the depth overall would be awesome. Same with their offensive line. I feel like their starters are fine, but you know, gotta have a little more depth there. I don't know. I know the Chiefs are in the Raiders division, but we still have to get over that hump. But I feel like in general, the Raiders are usually pretty competitive against their division rivals. So if they knock out I don't think a 9 or a 10 win season is out of the question. I feel like that could be enough to slip into a wild card spot. And you know, we've seen teams like the New York Football Giants, if they get hot at the right time, if everyone's healthy, that might be it. Here's the final box, ladies and gentlemen. So kind of have to wait for, kind of hope for some of those lightning strike seasons. Yeah, John, final box, last box mojo. Good luck, everybody. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the ceiling of these retail breaks are going to be. I haven't really done a lot of these as group breaks. You know, sometimes these boxes will end up in a mixer. Maybe we'll run a pack of this as a filler or something like that, but I'm not sure what the ceiling is as a group break, as a multi-box group break, but we'll find out. We'll discover if any case hits might be guaranteed, if any. But we'll find out once we finish the second half of that case. Now, second half is loaded up. Get your teams before someone else does. Although I don't think I see more than... Yeah, I still see the same order I got from Jeremy almost 45 minutes ago, so maybe your team will be there after the break. Except for the team that Jeremy got. I don't know if there are any. The box said they're like... I don't think the box really said. The description said color blast possibilities. But I don't know if those are guaranteed in a retail set. Prizm Hobby, are there... I think those manga cards are... Maybe there's one per case in a Prizm Hobby. But I'm not sure for Prizm Retail. But only one way to find out. We got to fill up the other break. Good luck, everybody. Base, Michael Penix Jr. And that's going to be for George and the Falcons. I think manga cards are possible in the retail set, but I don't know if they're guaranteed in a case. There's an emergent green ice, Malik Neighbors for Allen. Vita Vea, black and white. Kind of weird seeing Devontae Adams in Rams uniform out here. There he is. And nice, a Michael Penix Jr. black and white checker. This is a retail exclusive going to George and the ATL, the Dirty Birds. Nice. These black and whites, of course, exclusive to this retail set. Got a base Jaden Daniels. That'll go to John and the Commanders. Jared Goff. And we got a Ricky Williams autograph. There we go. That's going to be for the rare auto in retail. That's Adam Pelly and the Dolphins. Nice.
Second minute of action here in quarter number 2.
Got Randy Moss and Dexter Jackson at the very end. There you go, boys and girls. That's the break. That was 2024 Panini Prizm Football Retail Edition, half a case, 10 boxes. That was Pick Your Team number 1. Pick Your Team 2 in the store right now. Check it out. We're looking for any of the green ice parallels. We're looking for the top QBs, among others. Refractors, black and white checkerboards, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com, and I'll see you next time for the next football break. Bye-bye.